know why I'm trying to do ASMR right now. But here we go. Anyway, hi, I am Leanne. I am a dance coach based outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. It's been a little bit since I've said that. I have been, I guess I should even say I have been, life has been happening, okay? For those of you, this is your first time here, I've shared a little bit in the past that I was moving out of my old house that I shared with my ex-husband, and now I am in my very own place that I am currently renting, hoping to buy. But all that being said, I am trying to kind of start my life over at this point, and it's been a whirlwind few months, and I at first was feeling kind of guilty that I sort of let this little, side venture go to the wayside for a little bit, but I stopped, giving myself stress about it and was like, you know what, you'll go back to it whenever you feel ready and whenever you feel like you can actually give your actual full self to it without being in a funk, being in a stressful place. And so here we are. And I figured at my new place, I have a window right here and my cats will probably be featured pretty often. Oh, and I have ADHD. Can you tell? Anyway, I thought that Taylor Swift's new video would be a great place to start, not only because it's a new Taylor Swift video. I am a Taylor Swift fan. I would not call myself a Swiftie. I don't know anything about Easter eggs. I don't follow the lore, but I do enjoy her music and I will always be a fan and think she's incredibly talented. But for me, there is a personal connection because I used to dance with one of Taylor Swift's dancers. Her name is Taylor Banks, and she danced at the same dance studio as me for, I believe, about a year and a half. We didn't dance together for a super long time, but she trained at the studio where I ended up graduating from, and she was there until I think her junior year. She had been commuting from Ohio to Pittsburgh to take dance, and it just became a lot, I think, on her mother to keep doing that for a long time. So she ended up switching to a dance school in Ohio to finish out and graduate. But anyway, she has gone on to do incredible things. Obviously, she was an Eras Tour dancer, and I actually reacted to her performance in the Eras Tour, and I will link that up here. She has performed with Sabrina Carpenter. I actually reacted to the performance that she was in with Sabrina Carpenter and didn't even realize she was on stage, so kicking myself a little bit that I didn't get to point her out during that performance, but it was during her, I believe, her Grammy Award performance. And it's pretty awesome, to just be able to react to someone that you knew personally and see them literally sitting next to Taylor Swift. I saw a promo image and she is literally side by side with her, which is just mind-blowing to me that they are probably friends in real life, and that's just craziness. So I am going to give my first reaction to this. I have not listened to the album at all, so if you guys want me to sit and react to the album itself, even though it's not reacting to dance content, I'm also just a huge music lover, and I love to draw comparisons to different styles of music that I've listened to, and also maybe break down for you guys how I listen to music as a dance teacher choreographer. Because for me, whenever I hear music, it's really hard for me not to make up moves in my head, make up choreography in my head. It's just what my brain does. So it might be kind of fun to react to new music and tell you what am I seeing in my head? What beats am I picking up on? What accents am I picking up on that I would try to incorporate into my choreography? And so if you want to see that, let me know, and maybe I will film that next. If you just sat through all that, thank you. And if there's anything else you guys want me to react to, either from Taylor or any other artist right now, please let me know. And I'm going to try to be doing this on a much more consistent basis going forward because I really love it. I've missed it, and I hope you guys like watching. That little drum intro sounded like Fleetwood Mac, Dreams, the intro of that. On the megaphone, you wanna see me all alone. This feels like Lana a little bit, like Lana Del Rey. Yeah? Oh yeah, he's. I know he was in her Harris. It sounds like summertime. Oh my god. She looks so good as like a Marilyn. I think that's her, yeah. This girl to her. That's Taylor. The other Taylor. So are we doing like, okay, so just what I'm thinking right now. Like, I understand the basics of the story of Ophelia. I read Hamlet back in high school. It's been a while, but I know that Hamlet killed her father and then she was driven mad and killed herself. So I'm going to have to go through. Maybe I'll probably watch it twice, maybe like listen to the lyrics more the second time. But just what I'm getting so far is she's kind of mimicking these different like famous women, famous groups. So maybe the first one was Marilyn Monroe. This seems more like sort of like the Supremes, like Diana Ross sort of vibe is what I'm getting. But maybe wrong.
The eldest daughter of a nobleman, Ophelia lived in fantasy. But love was a cold bed.
I feel like this is like very chapel room. I like all these like kind of aesthetic she's pulling from. It's such a cool set too. How are they? I'm assuming that's just like a spinning fabric wheel or something. It doesn't look like it's effects that were added later. Yeah, see, actually, that's Taylor holding. She has vitiligo, and I know that was like a big thing for her. She actually ended up going on a talk show to talk about becoming a performer with vitiligo and how that affected her confidence when she was younger, and it kind of has actually inspired other young girls who have it to embrace, you know, their skin coloration and kind of show it to the world. So shout out to you, Taylor. I just thought that was cool. Beauty school dropout. Definitely. I'm just like a huge fan of old musicals, so this is just very like Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend type vibes. Like, I love it. This is so many dances. Even there, I'm gonna go back to the groove a little bit there. I think they're doing like really interesting things with choreo actually, because they're really like. There are accents to the song. But they're really playing on the like push and pull of the music. So you see a lot of like pull, 1, 2. Yeah, so they're doing like the fast accents, but then there's moments like here where they go like, yeah, they're like, it's like a push. Even the last little note they do. Yeah, so like there, I think in my head, if I was choreographing that, it would be like fast, fast, and fast, fast, slow. And the way they did it was more like, slow. It was like hold, 2, and fast, slow, which is cool.
The key, no longer drowning and deceived, all because you came for me, locked inside my memory, and only you.
She actually tied down, or do you think it was like just blended the ropes in together? Oh, okay, she's like tied on that thing. the football. No.
You saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia.
Oh, it's the album artwork. Okay, so I just finally listened to that last lyric. Oh, you saved me from the fate of Ophelia. Like, basically all these other relationships where these men were driving me crazy. You know, you lifted me out of that and saved me, which is awesome. All right, I'm going to go back and try to listen to the lyrics a little bit more. On first listen, I'll be totally honest. I don't know that it's one that I would like return to all the time. I don't think that it's like as immediately an earworm as much as a lot of her other music, but I do like it. I definitely hear like Lana Del Rey. Like I feel like it has a little bit of similarities to Summertime Sadness. And then also like a little bit of a Fleetwood Mac. Just that like driving beat in the background reminds me a little bit of that too. So, all right, let's try to actually listen to what she's saying this time. We'll do captions. How about that? No. I guess we're not doing captions because they don't want me to watch with captions. All right, we'll try to listen. Okay. Listen, I'm not trying to stir up drama. I'm not. But this whole like vacuuming situation and like the look of this stairway, it definitely is reminding me of Olivia's Get Him Back video. You know, where she's like vacuuming at the end of the night and then like, I'm pretty sure there's some kind of like grand staircase like this. I could be making that up in my head, but please don't come for me. Please don't come for me. I love them both.
I heard you calling on the megaphone. You wanna see me all alone.
I remember I saw an interview that's actually like her sourdough bread, and she was so excited about it. She's like, I get to use my bread? My bread gets to appear? Like, ma'am, this is your video. You produce it. You basically run the country. You can use your bread in a music video. Also, cat. I have a cat named Gargoyle, and this is like a gargoyle cat. Fun fact.
As legend has it, you are quite the pyro. You light the match to watch it blow. And if you'd never call for me, I might have drowned in melancholy. I swore my loyalty to me,
So she said he's like-
myself, and I, right before you lit my sky.
Okay, cool. I actually really like that. So she's basically saying like, you know, he came in like a fire. I was all about myself and I was okay with that until you came in and like basically changed my mind. Like I was okay being by myself. I had kind of accepted it. And honestly, I feel like that's the healthiest place to be if you're going to be in something, you know? You have to be happy with yourself. You have to be fulfilled in yourself before you can let someone else into your life. Otherwise, you're going to cling to that other person for your happiness, and that's not a healthy relationship. That's codependency. Been there, done that, bought the t-shirt, not doing it again. I mean, I think it's cool. It's a good message to women, girls, really anybody that's dating, to find fulfillment in yourself first before you jump into something and try to put all of your happiness on somebody else, because it will crash and burn. Yeah, this is very Dreamgirls, like Supremes, like the choreography and like the like cool little videos of Dreamgirls in here, but this is definitely pledge allegiance to you.
It's about to be the sleepless night you've been dreaming of. Ophelia.
And you would think with the name of this song that it would be like a sad tune, but it's really uplifting. It's like you saved me from what could have been.
Fantasy. But love was a cold bed full of scorpions. The venom stole her sanity. And if you'd never called for me, I might have lingered in purgatory. You wrap around me like a chain, a crown, a fire, pulling me into the fire.
This girl loves to fall into things, doesn't she?
You were just honing your powers, now I can see it all. They want you took me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia.
And also, when you use a prop like that, you have to be so specific because one of those being at like a slightly different angle than another one is going to throw off the entire look of their transition. So I imagine like the rehearsals for these were like Rockette level specific. It must be 45 degrees, not 46.
I
wish the sequins are forever.
Possessed the key, no longer drowning and deceived. All because you came for me. Locked inside my memory, and only you possess the key. No longer drowning and deceived. All because you came for me.
So it's like Diamonds Are Forever, like a
All that time.
her sequence.
You were just honing your powers. Now I can see it all. I can see it all. They want you took me out of my grave and saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia. Keep 100 on the land, lay the sea, the sky, pledge allegiance to you.
It's getting catchy to me. Like I said on the first listen, it wasn't like immediately something I was drawn to, like super catchy, but like now it's kind of getting.
You saved my heart from the fate of Ophelia.
How'd she get in the bathtub that fast? Magic. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me while I did this reaction. And thank you for hopefully welcoming me back with open arms. And like I said, if you have anything you want me to react to in the future, please let me know. And make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to see my next video. I'm a little rusty at this, but I think we'll make it through. And I will be a little bit less awkward as we go. Or not. You know, maybe you're here for that. I hope you guys have a great day or night whenever you're watching this, and as always, keep dancing.